This is Jarrod Horak, and I'm back with my final video this week. I'm going to take a look at the El Camino Real Derby at Golden Gate Fields, a Kentucky Derby points race, and that will be for Saturday, February 11th. Now, I did 3 other videos on the Road to the Oaks and Derby this week, so go on over to my YouTube channel, and under the videos, you'll see those videos. And each week that they run these Kentucky Derby and Kentucky Oaks points races, I'm going to be covering all of those on my YouTube channel, so keep checking that out if you're interested in those. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you like this content. Now, if you're interested in my full card analysis at Santa Anita Park, you can find those full cards on my sales page at therunawayhorse.com. Each day Santa Anita runs. And then with Golden Gate Fields and Santa Anita, they do the Golden Hour Double and Pick 4 each day that those 2 tracks run. So I cover those tickets on my full cards analysis for all those races, along with the Coast to Coast Pick 5 from Gulfstream Park and Santa Anita each weekend as well. So all of that information is available in addition to my Santa Anita full card. I always have those bonus races from Golden Gate, Gulfstream, and then bonus stakes races as well. And again, find those full cards at therunawayhorse.com on my sales page. And then if you're interested in bonus free selections, you can head on over to horseраcingnation.com. On the front page in the handicapper section, each day I have my daily best bet from my Best Bets blog that I've been doing for many years, and I've been on a roll with those free picks recently, and hope I can keep giving out more as we continue into the month of February. But now we're going to get into the analysis of this race, and it's going to be the 8th race at Golden Gate Fields, $100,000 El Camino Real Derby. And this is going to be for 3-year-olds traveling 1 1/8 on the all-weather surface. 7:54 p.m. Eastern Time is the post time for this race on Saturday, February 11th. And Gilmore, for trainer Bob Baffert, is going to break from the inside post. This son of Twirling Candy, they paid $250,000 for him, and he's one that ran well in the debut. But he was a little bit short there at 6 furlongs when he rallied and just fell short by 3/4 of a length as the beaten favorite. But second time out, he got added ground at Los Alamitos Racecourse, a 2-turn, 1-mile event on December 10th, and he sat back in mid-pack, took over in the stretch, and he won by an easy 4 lengths. So he's one that has potential to handle even more ground, and the runner-up from his last start was a next out winner, so that was a good sign as well. So he's one that should save ground stalking the pace. It's just a question of how is he going to handle that all-weather surface for the first time. One horse that won't have trouble with the surface is the 2, Chase the Chaos. He's run 5 times, and he's finished in the top 3 in all 5 starts. Began his career at Canterbury with a 2nd-place finish in the mud, followed by a maiden win in a 1-mile turf race. And that was for Robertino Diodoro. He moved to the Ed Moger Jr. barn, shipped to Golden Gate, the Golden Nugget Stakes at 6 furlongs in November. He finished an even 3rd. Passarando, who's in this race, finished a length in front of him, and then Passarando defeated him again. That was when he was 65-1 in the Gold Rush Stakes at 1 mile. So this one ran well in those 2 stakes races. They dropped him in class to an optional claiming race in a 2-turn, 1-mile event last time. Post 8 in an 8-horse field. He stalked, he dominated. He won by 7 lengths. So now he's back in the stakes ranks. He handles the surface, he handles a route of ground, and he should be finishing. Number 3, Happy Does. This one, he's run 7 times with 3 wins and a second. He's 2 for 4 at Golden Gate with a runner-up finish, and he's running a whole bunch of 1-mile races. He broke his maiden in a 1-mile all-weather race at Golden Gate Field, stalking the pace. And then in the Gold Rush Stakes, he was 4th there, and then he was 2nd. That was that race that was dominated by Chase the Chaos on December 30th, and he was beaten 7 lengths, but he was a clear 2nd. And then he got an optional claiming win of his own last time on January 21st, sat back, and he made a nice rally to win that one, adding Lasix. He won't have Lasix this time, and he will try to get involved from off the pace, and he's going to have to run a bit faster. But that last race was a decent effort. Number 4 is Passarando. He's 2-1 morning line, and he's very consistent. He's run 8 times, 4 wins, 2 seconds, and a third. He's run 5 times at Golden Gate, 3 wins, 2 seconds. He's got ability. He can handle anything. His 4.5 furlong debut at Golden Gate, he finished 2nd. Then he broke his maiden at 5 furlongs at this venue, 2nd time out, and moved him over to the regular dirt at Pleasanton, and he finished 6th in a 9-horse field. And then back to Golden Gate, an optional claiming company. He stalked and he scored. They took him to Santa Anita for the Golden State Juvenile. He won that race as an 11-1 outsider there. So he offered some good value there under Umberto Rispoli that day. And then the Golden Nugget and Gold Rush Stakes, he was second in the Golden Nugget, first in the Gold Rush. And then in the Cal Cup Derby last time, he ended up finishing third under Umberto Rispoli. Not a bad effort in that mile in a 16th dirt race. So now coming back to Golden Gate, he's just so consistent. You got to figure he's going to be in the mix here. Frank Alvarado gets aboard for the first time, and he has good stats with trainer Steven Specht. They're 46% together. It's a good jockey-trainer team, consistent horse, likes the surface, and he handles a route of ground, and he should be finishing. Harcyn is the next one for trainer Steve Sherman. This one is the son of Golden Sense. William Anton Georgi is going to ride this one. He rode it in both of his starts, and he wired the field in both of those races. 6 furlong debut, easy win, controlled the pace from the inside post, had a sharp break, and he just cruised home to win that one. The runner-up and show finisher were next out winners. Harcyn was also a next out winner. Added Lasix, 6 furlongs again, optional claiming company. He was 40 cents on the dollar. Inside post, did exactly what he did in the debut. Broke on top, got control early, and he won easily again. But that was only against 3 opponents. But now he's stretching out, and you got to figure he's going to be all over the pace in here. Probably the one to catch, but there is another horse that might try to go with him. Number 6, in honor of Autism. This one is a son of Stanford. Unbridled Song is the dam sire, and he's run well in all 5 local starts with 3 wins in 2 seconds. They were all sprint races. He won his sprint debut at 4.5 furlongs, maiden claiming 16,000. Starter allowance race, he finished 3rd. And then his last 3 starter allowance races at 6 furlongs in November, he had a win, stalking the pace. He missed by a head on December 9th at 5.5 furlongs, and then 6 furlongs from the inside post last time, overcame some traffic to win nicely. So now he's stretching out and stepping up for trainer Jonathan Wong. Evan Roman is going to get aboard for the first time. Sea Dog is next. This son of Midshipman is 0 for 4 at Golden Gate with just a show finish. He broke his maiden at Fresno at 1 mile, so he didn't have any problem with the distance there. The second time out, going wire to wire. But he hasn't done much since then. In the Gold Rush Stakes, he was a well-beaten 8th in that 10-horse field, beaten 17 lengths behind some of the contenders in this race. Optional claiming race last time, he was just an even 3rd. He's going to need to step it up. Number 8, Nullarbor for trainer Bob Baffert. This one is a Candy Ride colt, and Distorted Humor is the dam sire. They paid $500,000 for this one, and in his 5.5 furlong debut, he ended up finishing 8th, beating 16 lengths after dueling on the lead. He did the same thing second time out. He battled on the pace. They stretched him out in distance in a 1-mile dirt race at Santa Anita. He was 8th by 16 again. They removed blinkers there. They tried different things. And then last time, they turned him back. He was in a restricted maiden optional claiming race at 6 furlongs on a good track at Santa Anita, and he looked like a new horse. He got out there, he controlled the pace, and he won by more than 3 lengths. Good effort in that race, and now he's going to stretch back out in distance and try all-weather ground. SAL Espinoza gets aboard, and he's very good with speed horses, and I think that this horse certainly is going to be one that's going to want to be up amongst the leaders. But Harcyn, also number 5, wants that same spot. So if those two end up hooking up, it could get a bit interesting. Overall in here, I'm going to go with Gilmore. Number 1 is my top choice for trainer Bob Baffert. I like that grinding debut. He just ran out of ground at 6 furlongs, and then I like how they stretched him out in distance and he improved second time out. So he's one that I think this extra ground's not going to hurt. If he can handle the surface, I can see him really working out a good inside ground-saving stalking trip under Jose Valdivia Jr. So Gilmore will be my top choice in the El Camino Real Derby. Now, 2 horses, and how I'm going to play this race, 2 horses that I like to hit the board are the 2 Chase the Chaos and the 4 Passarando. And my trifecta wager in this race, after betting number 1 Gilmore to win, I'm going to put the 1 Gilmore, the 5 Harcyn, and the 8 Nullarbor on top. And then in the second and third spot in the trifecta, I'm going to use the 2 and 4. So that trifecta is 1, 5, 8 with 2, 4 with 2, 4. My superfecta, I'm going to put the 1 and 4 on top. I'm going to put the 1, 2, and 4 in second, and I'm going to use all in third, and then the 1, 2, 4, 5, 8 in fourth. And that will round out my wagering strategies for the El Camino Real Derby, and that will wrap up this video. And I'll be back next week to take a look at some more Kentucky Derby and Kentucky Oaks points races. Stay tuned to my YouTube channel each week for these videos, and until I see you next time, good luck at the races.